Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to do a product review. I ordered this a few months ago. It took a really long time to get here. It's a desoldering pump, but I don't remember the details of it anymore. So let's see what it is. This did come from China. So I was kind of interested because these things are usually really expensive, and you know, the ones from China are extremely inexpensive. So does it work? I don't know. Desoldering pumps can be pretty valuable with getting components off the board. They make it a lot easier. And I do a lot of that. So I was kind of interested if this would help, because my other ways were, you know, using a braid, which kind of soaks up solder, tweezers, but these things aren't the best. And I also had a desoldering like manual pump, which so hard to open, which is also quite difficult to use. And this is much more automated. It's kind of like a vacuum and a heater, a soldering iron at the same time. Looks like the model S-993A. There's a website, Chinese website here. It's a .com.cn. Yeah. So it has a manual. I can see something about temperature maybe, but I mean, I can't read any of this. It shows a couple different models, it looks like. Not sure what the difference is between them. Looks like one maybe you can change the tip and one you can't. And in ours, we have the 33A. It's not either one of these. It's this one. I don't know what the difference is. This one you can change the tip. This one you can't. And this one, I have no idea. But because they're different models. And that is the manual. So we're not going to get much from this. Okay, here's the packaging. So it looks like we have a desoldering gun. Does look like it has, I don't know what type of plug that is. What is this? I've never seen one of those. It'll be interesting. Maybe I can find some universal adapter. I wonder what voltage this is. 10 amp, 250 volt. Okay, so that's good. It's got a gun, plug. Let's see what's in this box. We have this. I think it's for cleaning it when it gets stuck up in there, I guess. So, oh, here's the adapter. Oh, nice. So they were nice enough to give me a power adapter that's European. So that's quite nice. Because definitely gonna need that. It doesn't have a ground on it. So let's see what's in this. Okay, so this is like the station itself to where it can sit. Seems pretty solid. Not sure what this is for. Oh. Okay. So you got your sponge. Standard sponge, which goes in here. And then this goes in here. I'm not sure what this is for. I mean, maybe you could put your copper thing for cleaning your tip. So something like that. And I think this is like where the the solder goes. And they gave me some additional filters. I'm not sure how you get new filters, or maybe you can make them yourself. Because I think that's to like protect your thing. There looks like there's another filter inside here. This is plastic. So it probably gets, I mean, it's pretty thick, but it's probably pretty cold by the time it gets to this point. So I don't think it's risking like melting it or anything. But it's not glass. Now let's pull this back. Okay. Is it in? Yeah. Okay, so like I said, you can't change the tip. I guess that's probably okay. See how many, if you can tell me watts this thing is. Okay, I have a temperature thing. It looks like it goes from 350 to 450. That's pretty reasonable. Okay, so it's 100 watts. Yeah, it just says 350 to 450 C. So let's try this thing out. So we have it heating up now. I think we'll just take it up to a high temperature, maybe 430. And I have basically a scrap board here. And I think we'll try to take off some of these capacitors and see how easy it is. I'm not going to use any flux. We'll just try it without flux, I think. See if it comes up. You can see it heating up. There's a light. A little bit of smoke burning off, which I think is pretty normal. Yeah, you can hear it when I press the button, the vacuum. So it sounds like a duck. So we'll let that heat up for a second. I think it's heating up pretty fast. It's already kind of sizzling. Okay, the light went off. I guess that means it's, yeah. When the light goes off, it's apparently at temperature. So let's find one of these capacitors here. So I have one right here. And I'm just going to stick it on it and press the button. So, how's it getting the hole? I don't notice much difference. Let's try this one, see if pay attention more this time. I think it actually took it off. It looks different. Okay, let's see if it'll pop out. No. Maybe I need to pull on it while doing it. Let's see. Is this the right one? Yeah. I don't know, maybe I need a higher temperature. Let's try something bigger. Let's try this. See what happens. I think it's all connected correctly. Let's try this one here. Doesn't seem to be melting it. Maybe take the temperature up more. Let's see. No. Let's take it up to its maximum temperature. I'm taking it to 450, maybe beyond 450. Let's see what happens. Okay, it says it's at that temperature. So let's see if it melts it. If it's sitting on it. I'm seeing if it liquefies first. It's not liquefying. Let's see what the actual temperature is of this. So I'll make sure I have the right type here. Okay, it's type K. So I'm going to check the temperature of this. You keep the light on? Oh, okay. So at the tip, smoking. It's pretty hot. 367, 370. Might be. So it looks like kind of topping out a bit. 360. Now it's going down, but I don't know. Maybe that's my thing melting. Oh. Somewhere like 370 seems to be the top end of this. So let's see. Usually when I'm desoldering, I usually go to 400. So that could be, and if this is silver, that may be part of the issue. So I'll just try a random thing here. It doesn't seem to be melting it. I mean, I think if it was lead, it would work. Nothing. I mean, the temperature definitely seems to be off. I mean, 450 and 370 is pretty big difference. And the light keeps coming on. Let me see if I have another board that maybe has less heat. Okay, this is a much smaller board. Trying to see what we could take off here. Maybe this lead here we can try. So let's see. That worked. kind of working. Yeah, so that's clean. See if this light comes out now. I mean, it's pretty close. I probably need to pull on it, but as you can see, the solder is mostly gone. I'm surprised I can't just pull it out at this point, but this one's loose, but this one, it's that one leg. Maybe I'm out. There you go. So, I mean, we got it off. I'd say a bit easier than using a braid. Put this back down. But it seemed to struggle a bit with a bigger board. We got some flux here. Let's try this one here. Okay, I think it's pretty good. Okay, try to suck this up. I'm gonna hold it up higher. You guys can see it better. I think a little bit more came off, but it's still not there. It struggles. I mean, we know it's only hitting 370, so it's not at this 450. I'm gonna try to add lead to this and see if we can drop the melting point. Okay, let's go at it. Yep. Let's see what we got. It actually helped. I mean, it's not completely off, but mixing it lowers the temperature. But it seems kind of stupid to add metal to remove it, unfortunately. Let's add a little bit more. Oops, wasn't paying attention. Okay. It's on there. Let's try, take this off. Let's melt it down. I mean, it gets it to a point. Hey guys, so I have a smaller board here. We can try it on this one. This is also silver solder. So we'll see if it works better on a smaller board with silver solder. So let's fire this up. Yeah, it worked perfect. Let's try this one. Yeah, it's much better. Let's take a look at this. This was harder to get to. You can see how it worked. Some of these have moved it very cleanly. Some I still have a bit left. And we can try going over again those. But it's definitely, it's not loose, but It'd be nice if it just kind of like fell out. Let's see if there's anything else we can try to take off. I think most of the surface mount, I'm not sure I can get anything off the surface mount with this. Let's take a look. Something, let's try a button. Maybe. Okay, see this one? This is before. Let's do a before and after. Okay, let's take a look. Okay, you can see it now. Let's see if it's loose at all. No, not really. I mean, it definitely reduced it a lot. But I'd have to use like a hot air or something on this, I think. It's taken off a lot of the solder. It's definitely cleaner than, I don't have another button on here, but than it originally was. But, you know, it might be better just to use hot air. The only issue with hot air is that, you know, you can melt other things. Like this is partially plastic, so it's a bit harder. So I would probably use hot air to remove this. I mean, this is the ideal situation to use it. I mean, some of this is pretty loose, but these like big mounts are still pretty well stuck on there. If you've used one of these, let me know what your thoughts are, or if there are better ones. This one was quite inexpensive, which maybe explains the performance. There were different models of this. Maybe they're more powerful. So after testing this out, I would probably say don't get this. Get something better. Maybe one of those Heikus or something. I think they have worked better. This I don't think would work that well. It's more of a headache. I'm not sure about its temperature, if it's accurate. I don't think it gets anywhere near 450 degrees. I think like 360, 370 is probably its max. So it's not really good for silver solder or bigger boards. So, not the best. Wouldn't recommend it. Thanks, guys.